Good morning, people. Welcome to the 21st of December 2021 in the Northern Hemisphere. Today is winter solstice, and if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, happy summer solstice. So I'm going to do a separate reading later for the winter solstice, but for the daily morning message, what have we got going on today? Okay, so winter solstice, the sun's going to enter Capricorn at 15:59 UK time. So today is the shortest day. The moon, before that, the moon is going to trine Neptune in the early hours, so pay attention to your dreams. Could be a good idea to write down any dreams that you have. And then it's going to form an opposition with Pluto and Venus, so it reignites that Venus-Pluto conjunction. So sort of, you know, what comes up in your dreams and things, what's coming up from the subconscious. Later in the day, then the moon is going to enter Leo, so it's about fine from what's come up. We start looking at creative ways to claim our inner power back, and sort of come back into our power. So that's the astrology for today. Let's have a look at the cards and see what they've got to tell us. Okay, so we've got the Gaia deck. So what do we need to know for today, the 21st of December 2021? Winter solstice in the Northern Hemisphere, summer solstice in the Southern Hemisphere. Messages from Spirit for the collective. What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit for the collective to help us navigate today's energies, the 21st of the 12th, 2021. What do we need to know? Let's have a look. Bottom of the deck. An ocean of eternal love, healing, creativity and fertility. So that really sums up the moon trining Neptune and then opposing Venus and Pluto. For me, that sort of subconscious, unconscious depths. Then we have loss, grief, sadness, resurrection. So as we're relinquishing sort of the old things that no longer serve us, so that we can be reborn. There could be a sense of grief and sadness, so allowing those emotions up and out is really good. And then we have peace. Okay, we had this the other day. What day? Might have been on Sunday. Full moon in Gemini day, so again, lunar energies. This is dissolving unwanted and disturbing thoughts. So yeah, could be that we're feeling grief and loss as we let go of those thoughts, those behaviours, those old stories. But in letting go of them, then we have a chance to resurrect ourselves. I'm liking the moon in this card, and then we've got two very sun looking like cards here. So that's sort of connecting me to the lunar and solar energies. Okay, also root chakra. Okay, for those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, this is the time when we're connected to our root chakra. coming back down to earth, to Gaia, to ourselves, rooting down, grounding ourselves, so that then we can start the next journey in 2022. Okay, so that's the overview. Let's see what the tarot's got to add to that. I'm using the Line Strider deck. Beautifully painted cards. It feels like these always have a really lovely, gentle energy to me. All my cards all my different decks read in different ways, have different energies, and this deck is just really soothing, is how it feels. Okay, what do we need to know for today, the 21st of December 2021, winter solstice in the northern hemisphere, summer solstice in the southern hemisphere. It's just made me think of this. The red sun in the background actually makes me think of the setting sun. It could be a sense of grief and loss and sadness as you've reached the peak of the solar cycle, and now the solar energy is going to be waning for you in the southern hemisphere, whereas in the northern hemisphere we're celebrating at the return of the sun and looking to welcome it back into our lives, warming us and warming our lives and our environment. Okay, just a little, right, I'll continue on. Okay, what do we need to know for today? 21st of December 2021. Messages from Spirit for the collective. Help us navigate this day. What do we need to know? Okay, so let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, so where we are at the moment, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Wands. Okay, I'm just going to lay these cards out and then I'll show them to you. The Chariot, 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Sun, and the 6 of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck, Tower. Okay, so the general influence of the day with the Tower is that there could be sudden realizations, sudden changes. Could tie in with this Lost card. As the moon reignites the Pluto Venus conjunction, then messages coming up from the subconscious becoming visible and ready to be released. Okay, so old structures falling away as well. Okay, so where we find ourselves is the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles can be about working with others, working with the divine, and generally getting self-mastery over things. We are constantly a masterpiece in motion, an unfinished symphony which came up yesterday. So with each day, with each sort of astrological aspects and things, it allows us to work on another part of ourselves, and we're constantly in this evolution and transformation of who we are in this lifetime on Earth. Okay, so in the background, in the Moon card, this is the subconscious, this is our intuition and our emotions and things. We have the 3 of Wands. Okay, we're looking out over the horizons, considering what we want to manifest next. And the new direction. So this ties in for me with the resurrection part of this. As we shed the old, then sort of we're opening up to see where we're going next. Okay, the Mercury card, which is information, communication, and the details, we have the Chariot. Okay, the Chariot can be about sort of riding to victory. It can be sort of trying to keep the horses both going in the same direction. Okay, setting the course in one direction. So this, again, coming back to releasing unwanted and disturbing thoughts, clearing those so we get a clear direction that we want to go in. The Venus card, which is our values around love and money and beauty and relationships and harmony. We have the Two of Pentacles, more balancing. Okay, weighing up options. Ties in very much with the Chariot. Can we get the horses to go in the same direction? And what am I doing, this way, that way? Is that really me? Is that me? Do I need this? Have I outgrown that? So very much juggling, weighing up energies there. And then in the Sun position, what's consciously in front of us, our core vitality and energy, we have the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups can be about emotional happiness. I know for some readers it's about sort of people, old lovers or childhood lovers coming back from the past. It could be that as we're releasing parts of ourselves, other parts of ourselves that have been lost since childhood inside us are coming up for sort of reintegration together. So we could be harmonising back with old forgotten parts of ourselves, working towards becoming whole and integrated. There's been lots of shadow stuff coming up with the astrology, the full moon, the Venus retrograde, and now winter solstice. Lots of uncovering things from deep in the subconscious. So it could be, harmonising in old parts of ourselves. The Mars card, which is how do we take action, our will, determination, drive, our creativity. We get the Ace of Swords, the gift of clarity from the divine. Okay. As we dig deep and clear, then it opens up clarity for us. The idea, knowing as we look out the direction we're going, as we bring the horses into going in the same direction and decide on the direction, that is the clarity that allows us to go forward. Okay. In the Jupiter card is about good luck, good fortune, hope, opportunity, expansion, freedom, justice. We have the Sun. With doing all of this and finding the clarity, then we can be in ourself. Also, the Sun being a Leo card, as the Moon moves into Leo in the afternoon today, that coming back into our centre, coming back into our power in our solar plexus. The solar plexus is often associated with the Sun. This is really like deep connection to who we are. Peace. Okay. And then what's working against us? The Saturn card, limitations, obstacles, responsibilities, commitments, things that are maybe holding us back. We get the Six of Pentacles, and today this is speaking to me about being generous and sharing, give and take. I'm just going to just clarify that a bit more, because I'm looking at it with the Six of Cups, and about sort of balancing with parts of ourselves, people coming in. Oops, let's have a look there. What have we got? Three of Swords, healing heartbreak. Got 4 cards coming up there. Okay, so we've got the Three of Swords, we've got the Seven of Swords, we've got the Emperor, and we've got the Moon. Okay, so this is about healing heartbreak, healing old wounds. It could be wounds where sort of we've not been honest with ourselves. It could be other people have not been honest with us, and whichever it is, what it's done is it's wounded us. It could even go back to childhood stuff with this Six of Cups. Often our wounds do come from childhood, when we haven't got the mental cognition sort of before the age of about 7. We take on so much ourselves that and make up these stories, because we don't know how to deal with situations. So it could be being generous to yourself. And I mean, negative self-talk is a big thing for people. We don't realise we're doing it, but when you do and you stop sort of being critical of yourself, then it changes our relationship with ourselves. We can be loving, and we can nurture ourselves and be in harmony with ourselves. So yeah, it could be generosity to ourselves. And then we have the Emperor, setting firm foundations, standing in your power. Again, the Moon moving into Leo, shining our light out, and solar plexus energy, our inner power. Okay. Shedding illusions and delusions. The Moon energy was yesterday when I did what day are we on, Tuesday? Yesterday when I did the mystical shaman oracle energies for the week. We had flow and we had the Moon going with the tides and the flow of lunar energy. So yeah, when another thought as well, is just because I've just popped into my head, that for most of the day the Moon is in Cancer, and Cancer is ruled by the Moon. Okay, and then when the Moon goes into Leo, Leo is ruled by the Sun. So these sort of balancing lunar and solar energies, and yeah, consciousness, subconscious, logical mind and intuition. So balancing all of these energies, and standing in our own power. Okay, let's just get a Work Your Light card to go with this. Being kind to ourselves, welcoming in that lost part that we're healing. Okay, a card to support this reading, please. What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit for the collective. That one. Inner Temple. Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Coming back to yourself. Okay. Loving yourself. Being generous with yourself. Okay, so that's the energies for today. The energies at the moment are just feeling so powerful for me. I'd be interested to hear how you're all coping with it as well. My brain's feeling very discombobulated, but for me it's just keeping in step with these energies and just working through it while being really gentle with myself. Okay, so if this reading resonated with you, then please like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you want notifications, then please click on the wiggly bell. If you'd like a personal reading from me, or as a gift to a friend, family member or relative or whatever, then send me an email to the link below this video and we can arrange that. Okay, have a wonderful day. Enjoy solstice wherever you are, whether it's summer or winter solstice. Celebrate the sun's journey as it reaches its peak in either direction. And until next time, thank you for watching.